Hello everyone! Welcome po ulit sa ating MathIsip YouTube channel where you can find free Tagalog mathematics tutorial. Our goal here in this channel is to make math easier for you to understand. If it's your first time here in our channel, we encourage you to click the subscribe button para din po updated tayo sa mga susunod pang mga lessons. And for our fellow teachers who would like to avail of our PowerPoint products, if you are interested, you can click the link in the description below. This can save your time and these are all editable according to your classroom needs. Alright, so without further ado, let's now begin with our lesson. Ang lesson po natin for today is solving equations using bar model. Our competency or our objective for today's lesson is to solve simple equations represented by bar models to find the unknowns. Okay, so let's begin. First, ano po ba ang algebraic equation? We have to define first the word equation. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng equation? Okay, well, equation is a mathematical statement that shows that two expressions are equal. So yun po yung pinaka-importanting word dito sa equation. Equation comes from the word equal. Ano? So katulad po sa isang balance scale wherein dapat kung ano po yung nandito sa left side, parehas po yung timbang dito sa right side so that they will be equal. So ganito rin po sa mathematical equation. So if we have here an expression on the left, let's say x plus 3, yung value niya dapat parehas din po dito sa right side. In this case, we have 5. So dapat parehas po. And this is an example of an algebraic equation. Okay? Now, what does solving equation mean? Ano bang ibig sabihin pag nagsosolve tayo ng equation? Okay, when you say solving an equation means finding the value of the unknown or yung mga variables. That makes the equation true. Okay, so example, we have here x plus 3 is equal to 5. What will be the value of x that will make this equation true? Okay, so alam natin, number na yon ay 2. Okay, so 2 plus 3, it makes it 5. Therefore, we have now here on the left side, we have 5 is equal to, on the right side, we have here 5. Balance na po yung ating equation. Our equation is now true. And how do we call 2 here? We call this the solution of our equation. All right? Okay, now in solving equation, there are a lot of methods that we can use, no? Kanina nag-guess lang po tayo, that's why we come up with our answer. However, if there are more complicated equations, kailangan na po natin gumamit ng mga methods. In our lesson for today, we are going to make use of the bar model method. This is in preparation for our properties of equality na mapag-aaralan nyo sa susunod. Okay, so how do we make use of bar model? First, we have to know what is a bar model. Okay, what is a bar model? A bar model is a tool that helps us visualize the given math problem using rectangles or bars. Gumagamit na po tayo dito ng shapes, specifically rectangles or bars. Okay, katulad po kanina, we have learned that in an equation, dapat po equal yung left side dito po sa ating right side. In this case, gagamit po tayo ng mga bars so that we can represent these algebraic expressions. Okay? So, yung nasa left side, ilalagay po natin siya sa taas at yung nasa right side naman po ilalagay natin sa baba. Ganito po yung magiging bar model natin. Okay, and take note kung ano po yung sukat ng nasa taas, ganun din po yung sukat ng nasa baba. Remember, they are equal. So, balance po yan. Okay, kung kanina left and right, ngayon naman po yung nasa taas at saka yung nasa baba, yun po ang equal. Alright, now here in bar model, we are making use of colors pero not necessarily. Alright, dito sa ating presentation, we are making use of orange and blue pero kahit anong kulay po yan or even kahit walang kulay, it's okay. As long as nakaseparate po yung taas and then sa baba. Okay, this can be divided. Yung mga parts po natin, halimbawa, itong nasa baba, this can represent the whole. And then yung nandito po sa taas, this can represent the parts. Pwede po nating hati-hatiin. Depende po sa expression. Okay? Pwede rin po nang nasa taas is whole. And then yung nasa baba naman po yung mga parts. Pwedeng 3 parts or 3 hati or 2. It depends on the expressions that we are going to encounter. So, paano po ginagamit ito? Let's have the examples. Okay, let's have the first one. We have here x plus 6 is equal to 10. Okay, take note, yung nandito po sa left side, the expression is x plus 6. And the expression on the right side is 10. So how are we going to represent this using bars? We can represent first yung nasa left, which is x plus 6. Okay, so we have here the first bar, pero nahati po siya into two parts. We have x and then we have 6, meaning x plus 6. Now, how about 10? Okay? Take note, yung 10 po dito, yun po yung whole. Okay? Ito po yung parts. Yung x plus 6 yung part, and then yung 10 naman po yung buo or yung whole. So, we are going to represent it using one bar only. Okay? Dito po siya sa baba. Now that we have represented the equation using the bar model, ano na po ang susunod? Okay, remember our goal here is to solve for the value of x. Ano po yung magiging value ng x that will make the equation true? Alright. So, kung hinati natin yung nasa taas, x and 6, hahatiin din po natin yung 10 dito sa baba. So, let's just write here x plus 6. Now, dito sa baba, ang hati po ng 10 is 4 and 6. Bakit po siya 4 and 6? Remember, 4 and 6 is, if you add them together, it will be 10. Pero bakit po 4 and 6? Okay, ganito po yon. Kung ano po yung part dito sa taas, ganun din po yung itatapat natin dito. Okay, so there are two parts. Yung 6, galing din po sa 10 yan. Itatapat natin kay 6 para po, ang purpose niyan is para matanggal or ika-cancel out natin. I-disregard natin. Maghahanap tayo ng pairings, okay, na parehas or counterparts. And then, tatanggalin po natin. At kung ano yung maiiwan, mahahanap natin doon yung value ng x. So here, nakita natin, we have x, ang katapat niya ay 4, meaning, eto na po yung magiging value ng ating variable x. Okay, now let's check. Check po natin kung ang x ay equal to 4. So let's see. We have here the original equation, x plus 6 is equal to 10. Now, we are going to write down 6 and 10 at isa-substitute natin yung value ng x dito sa equation. So, magiging 4 si x. Let's see. Magiging equal kaya siya. So, 4 plus 6 is 10. So, it is equal to 10. Okay, therefore, our solution is x is equal to 4. Okay, example number 2, we have here 2x plus 5 equals 9. Okay, ano pong pinagkaiba sa first example natin? Ito po, meron na tayong numerical coefficient na 2. So, how are we going to represent this using bars? Okay, first, we can represent the first expression, yung nandito sa left, 2x and then 5. So, 1 bar divided into 2 parts, 2x and then 5. Now, dito sa right side, we have 9. So, alin po ulit dito yung whole? Ito pong nandito sa right side. Bakit? Okay? Kasi nga po, pag pinag-add natin si 2x tsaka 5, magiging 9. It means that yung 9, yun yung whole. And then ito pong 2x and 5, yun po yung mga parts. Okay? So we can represent 9 here, dito sa baba. And then later on, we are now going to cut yung 9 dito. So hahatiin din po natin si 9. So we can divide 9 by 2. 4 yung isang part, 5 yung isang part. Pag pinag-add natin, it's the same number, 9. However, bakit po natin ginawang 5 ito? Kasi kung ano po yung nasa tapat niya, yun po ang gagayahin natin. So, we can cancel this out, matatanggal yung counterparts, at may iwan dito si 2x and then 4. Ang katapat niya is 4. Now, 2x and 4, hindi pa natin malalaman yung value ng x dyan. So what are we going to do? Hahatiin din po natin itong 2x so that we can know the value of the x. So when you say 2x, dalawang x po yan. So x and x. Pag pinagsama, 2x. Okay? Kaya ito po yung hatian niya. Next, kung hinati po yung 2x sa dalawa, kung ano po yung tapat niya, mahahati din. So 4, you can also divide this into 2. Therefore, magiging 2 and then 2. Okay? Kasi 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, now with this, alam na po ba natin yung value ng x? Yes, nandito na po. X katapat niya is 2. X katapat niya is 2. Meaning, x is equal now to 2. Alright. So, how are we going to make sure that our answer is correct? We can now check again using our original equation. 2x plus 5 is equal to 9. Let us evaluate x. So, substitute lang po natin. So, copy lang yung mga parts and then palitan natin si x ng 2. 2. Okay, galing dito. So, remember, pag ganito na po ang itsura, meaning meron na pong multiplication at meron na rin pong addition, always use the GEMDAS rule. Alright, so we have here 2 times 2 first before ka po mag-add ng 5. And let's see if this will be an equation, if they are going to be equal in the end. So, we have here 2 times 2, 4 plus 5. So, let's see, magiging equal ba sila? Yes, 4 plus 5 is 9. It is equal to 9. Therefore, our solution is x is equal to 2. Okay, here in example number 3, we have here x minus 7 is equal to 13. So ano pong pinagkaiba nito dun sa first two examples natin kanina? Ito po ay subtraction na. Okay, unlike sa first two examples, addition with multiplication. Ito po, subtraction. So paano natin i-represent using the bar model? Okay, yung nasa left side natin is x minus 7. Yung nasa right side natin is 13. Okay? Pero remember, ang concept po ng bar model, meron pong bars na nagre-represent sa whole and then meron din pong mga bars na nagre-represent sa parts. If you're going to analyze this, ano po ba ang whole dito kapag subtraction na siya? Okay. So ito, x minus 7, ibig sabihin, binawasan mo ng 7, ang magiging sagot is 13. So ano yung whole? It represent x. Okay, yung x po natin, yun po yung whole natin. So we have here x. Pag binawasan mo ng 7, ibig sabihin, yung 7 at 13 nandito na po sila sa baba. They will now become part of the bar representing the parts. Kaya po, itong 7, pag may subtraction, ibababa mo lang siya. Okay, at kasama niya na po si 13. Now, if you're going to add this together, we will have 20. Okay, ano po ngayon ang value ng x? The value of x now will be 20. Ganun lang po siya kasimple. So how are we going to check? Let's see. Substitute po natin sa original equation. X minus 7 is equal to 13. Let's substitute x. 20 minus 7. Is it going to be 13? Let's see. 13 is actually equal to 13. So, therefore, the equation is true. Ang solution natin, x is equal to 20. Okay, next example is we have here number 4, 3x minus 2 is equal to 7. So again, our operation here is subtraction na may kasamang multiplication. Okay, so we have here now the numerical coefficient 3 and then the variable x. Okay, so again, using the whole and then part concept of the bar model, ano po dito ang magiging whole natin? Okay, 3x minus 2 is equal to 7. Ang whole po natin dito is si 3x. Okay, pag binawasan mo si 3x ng 2, ang magiging sagot ay 7. Meaning to say, itong 2 and then 7, sila na po ang nandito sa baba. Okay, so pag may subtraction, ibababa lang po natin si 2. Okay, mapupunta po siya dito sa baba kasama si 7. Now, if you're going to add 7 and 2, it will be 9. Okay? Now, do we have the value for x? Wala pa po since may kasamang numerical coefficient si x dito. So, anong gagawin natin? We can simplify, we can dissect or divide this into 3 parts para po malaman natin yung specific value ng x. Okay? So, dinivide natin siya into 3. Tatlong x. Now, yung nasa baba, madidivide din po siya into 3 parts. Okay? So, 9 divided by 3 is actually 3. Tatlong 3. So, 3 plus 3 plus 3, we have 9. Therefore, meron na po bang katapat ang ating variable x? Meron na po. Meaning, x now is equal to 3. Okay, let's check. Check po natin using the original equation. 3x minus 2 is equal to 7. 3x, substitute natin si 3 kay x, magiging 3 times 3 minus 2 is equal to 7. Let's see if this is equal. So, 3 times 3 is 9 minus 2. Let's see. 9 minus 2 is 7. Yes, the equation is true. 7 is equal to 7. Therefore, our solution is x is equal to 3. Okay, example number 5, we have here 2x plus 4 is equal to x plus 5. If you notice, dalawa na po yung variable x natin. One is written on the right side and the other one is on the left side. So how are we going to represent this using bars? Okay, ganito lang po. Dito po sa ating left side, we have here 2x plus 4. We can represent it dito sa taas. We have 2x plus 4. Since wala namang pong subtraction dito, okay, dito lang po siya sa taas. The second expression on the right side, dito naman po sa baba. Okay, so nahati din po siya into two parts, x and then 5. Now, what's next? Okay, so we have here dalawang x po dahil hinati natin si 2x. Okay? Our aim, our goal is to find the value of x. Kaya po, hahatiin natin si 2x. Okay? Next sa baba, we can just copy x and then 5. Therefore, meron na po ba kayong nakikitang value ng x? Wala pa. Pero, as you can see, meron na po tayong nakikitang counterparts. We can actually remove this one. Okay? We can cancel this out. At ang maiiwan ay x plus 4 and then 5. So we have here x plus 4. Pero yung nandito po sa baba, ang gagawin natin is hahatiin din ulit natin si 5. Okay? So ang paghati natin kay 5 is 1 plus 4. Okay? Bakit 4? Kasi yung nasa taas is 4. Tatapatan lang po natin siya. Magiging pairings po yan. Tanggalin natin. At maiiwan na po si x and then si 1. Meaning, x now is equal to 1. Okay? So, ano po ang gagawin natin? We will now check. Let's see. 2x plus 4 is equal to x plus 5. Is this going to be true pag si x ay 1? Okay, let's substitute. Copy lang natin yung mga parts and then let us substitute 1. Okay, so we have here 2 times 1 plus 4 is equal to 1 plus 5. Is it going to be an equation? Is it going to be equal? Let's see. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 4. Ito naman po 1 plus 5. Next, 2 plus 4 is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. Therefore, 6 is equal to 6. Yes, this is true. The equation is true. Ang solution natin, x is equal to 1. Okay, let's have our last example, example number 6. We have here 3x minus 1 is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay, meron po tayong subtraction, may addition, may mga multiplication din po. And yung ating variable, we have variable x here on the left side and also on the right side. Okay, first, we will represent yung whole. Okay, remember my subtraction? So we have to know the whole. Yun po yung crucial stage dito. Okay, 3x binawasan ng 1, ang sagot is 2x plus 4. Ibig sabihin, ang pinakamalaking number dito or yung whole is yung 3x. So yun po yung nasa taas. Okay? At si 1, 2x at saka 4, lahat po ng mga yan ay nandito po sa baba. Okay? Take note, si 1, ibinaba po natin kasi nga subtraction. And then kasama na po si 2x at saka si 4 dito sa baba. Okay, what's next? Since we have here 3x, we want to know the value of x. So, hahatiin lang po natin siya into 3 parts. Okay, 3 parts. Kasi nga po, 3x. Okay. Now, kung hinati natin ito, yung mga katapat nila, dapat nahati din. So, ang tapat niya is 2x. So, hahatiin din po natin si 2x into 2. So, magiging x plus x. Paano naman po si 4 and 1? We can actually add these 2, magiging 5 na po siya. Okay? So may nakikita na po ba tayong value ng x dito? Meron na po. We can actually cancel this out, yung mga pairings natin, mga counterparts, at maiiwan na po yung value ng x. So we have here x is equal now to 5. Okay? Let's see if our answer is correct. Let's check in our original equation. So 3x minus 1 is equal to 2x plus 4. Let's evaluate x using 5. Palitan po natin yung variable x ng 5. So we have now here 3 times 5 minus 1 is equal to 2 times 5 plus 4. Is it going to be true? Okay, tignan po natin. 3 times 5 using Gemda's rule. 3 times 5, we have 15 minus 1. 2 times 5, we have 10 plus 4. Okay, let's see again. 15 minus 1 is 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. Therefore, 14 is now equal to 14. The equation is true. Kaya ang solution po natin, x is equal to 5, is true. Okay? So yun po yung pag-solve natin using the bar models. At doon po nagtatapos ang ating video lessons. I hope meron po kayong natutunan. Thank you for listening and I hope to see you again on the next video. God bless and bye-bye. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.